How long do you think you will live in Paris? Could you explain a bit more deep what your job consists on? Next question. Fashion or comfort? Any advice for someone who wants to move to Paris? It was a bit reckless. Was it hard to get the confidence to start a YouTube? How do you get ideas for your Instagram photos or content? Yeah, voila. Hello, I hope you're doing good. I wanted to film this Q&A for such a long time. To be honest, I've been a bit stressed the past couple of months. I really worked a lot and was trying to do so many things at once. At some point I really needed a break, and I'm so grateful to have had this vacation, and now I feel like I'm ready to get back into it, and I will be in Paris very soon. Can't wait, and also can't wait to get back into the vlogging game. But I really owe you a Q&A. I asked on Instagram a couple of weeks, let's say weeks and not months, because I'm embarrassed, ago, for some questions, and today I wanted to answer them, so let's get into it. I just copied them into my notes app. They are not sorted in any way, so it will be kind of freestyle. So let's start with an easy question. What's on your wish list right now? The past few days on my vacation I was scrolling through Vestiaire to find some pieces for fall and winter, and I would say I've been really into looking at vests, and a dream piece of mine right now would be a really cool leather vest. What is your favorite brand or store? So as for stores, I really love Vu Store in Berlin, My Theresa in Munich. Second-hand stores, I love Palace Calais in Paris. I do love also Nuovo. I think they're doing an amazing job. You can find really good bargains there, and they just released their first collection made out of dead stock material. I got like a two-piece, it's pink. I think it's a perfect summer outfit. And as for brands, at the moment I really do love Louisa Ballou for summer dresses, like this one. I love Vaquera. I will always be a Miu Miu girl. I always loved Miu Miu so much. Comme des Garçons. I think Acne Studios is also doing a great job at the moment. Yeah, there are so many great brands. Fashion or comfort? I have to say fashion. I'm a bit embarrassed, but I remember being a child in school, and I mean like being really like, I don't know, 12 years old maybe, and I went to school in high heels, which is so embarrassing. Yeah, but it really describes me very well, I would say. I was always like this, and back then, like, I remember like everyone looked at me really weird, and I totally get it. It just made me so happy, and I remember watching, like, when I got into like watching movies and series, and I would see like all these amazing girls having all these amazing shoes and bags and eyebrows. I remember I was looking at the girls on the screen, and I was pushing pause to like study their eyebrows, because I would find them so amazing and beautiful, and I looked up to them. So I was always, yeah, a nerd. Could you explain a bit more deep what your job consists on? After my studies, I worked as a freelancer in 3D and graphic design. Moved to Paris, and 1.5 years ago, I think, I started my YouTube channel, and I started to post more on social media, which was really like about doing something for myself and what I liked. So then in October, I think, or November last year, my Instagram blew up a little. So I got contacted more and more by brands wanting me to produce content for them. Means they sent me something, I take pictures and videos, and that's been a lot of fun and a lot of work to do like all at once. So as this would get more and more, I had luckily the chance to do the design parts more and more for myself and less as a freelancer. So I'm still doing it, but for my own brand. For example, I did a vintage magazine and lookbook pop-up on my website a couple of weeks ago, which was so much more work than expected, but so much fun, and I feel so lucky and grateful to have the chance to do the things I love. I honestly couldn't be happier about it. So even if it's a lot and a bit overwhelming sometimes, I'm still so super happy. So yeah, so it's been more and more brand deals, even though like I'm still super selective with it. I really just do the things I really believe in and I really want to do. I also said no to so many things that would have made life so much easier for me. I was also working on designs for my accessories. It's taking so much more energy and so much longer than expected, but that's actually like what I'm doing right now. So it's brand deals, my own things, and social media. So all in all, it's working very well together, and yeah, I hope that was a good explanation. To be honest, it's always hard for me to really explain it like in a sentence or like in a word what I'm doing. Any advice for someone who wants to move to Paris? To be honest, I think I should be the last person to give you any advice for this, because looking back on how we moved to Paris, it was a bit reckless, I would say. Sometimes I look back at it and I'm like, oh my god, how did I do this? I feel like my advice would be to like really want it. I really wanted to live in Paris. I really wanted to make it work. And yeah, especially like for working, I feel like Paris is a great city because it puts you under so much pressure. If you really want to be able to live there, you need to work a lot in order to afford it. So I feel like that's been like the best place for me to really push myself, and if you really are ambitious and really want to be there, you can totally make it work. But in terms of any organizational topics, I'm probably not the right person to ask. Try to look for apartments as early as possible. Try to know a bit of French. Was it hard to get the confidence to start a YouTube? Yes, it was really hard for me in the beginning, but I feel like, I mean, you can choose the topics you want to do, and that's what's so great about it is you can really like make it your own and try different things. I remember in my first YouTube video ever, I didn't talk because I was too shy, but I still wanted to do a YouTube video. I really love YouTube, and if you think about starting, why not just do it? I feel like it really helped me a lot with my confidence, and to really focus on what I would love to do. You really like, you get to know yourself, and I think YouTube is a great platform also. And also, of course, I worried about people watching it that I know, but I feel like because I was in Paris, this really helped me to get like a distance from it. And in the end, who cares? Like, no one cares actually but yourself, so you should do whatever you like to do, I think. Would you ever consider working as a stylist? Being a stylist, I think, is such a hard job, and it takes many years of work experience. I don't think I could do it right now, because it's a serious job. It's not like a thing you can do randomly. I really respect stylists because you have to be so quick, you have to be so good at your job and work really hard to get to do like amazing shootings. Next question. Do you do your eyebrows or do you get them done? I do them myself. Is bleaching your hair and eyebrows expensive? Sadly it is. What would your dream job be? I feel like I'm already doing my dream job. My dream would be to be able to continue doing the things I love, which I'm doing right now, and to have a brand, I think, would be like the most amazing thing. What's your favorite magazine? I really love Visco's journal, Matte magazine, Revenue, Pop magazine. There's so many amazing magazines at the moment. Also so many amazing independent fashion magazines. I did a TikTok about some of my favorite magazines, and I do have an Instagram guide, but I have to update it. Have you changed since the last Q&A? I hope so. I really hope to constantly evolve and change. Oopsie. What are your favorite shoes you have? At the moment, I've been telling Philemon every day how much I love my Melissa Y project shoes. Honestly, I love them more and more every day, especially like of course in summer here. They are so amazing because they are so much fun. They're chic but still super practical, and I just love them. But in general, I couldn't pick one pair to be my favorite. I do love the Miu Miu snow boots. I absolutely love the Kevin Frost blue fuzzy shoes. I love heels so much. I couldn't pick a favorite. I'm sorry. I think shoes are forever my favorite thing. If I had to choose shoes or bags, I think it would be shoes. I love shoes so much. Are you working on your own jewelry brand? I'm working on my own brand, but it's not jewelry. It's fashion accessories. I honestly can't wait to show you. I'm so excited. I thought it could be released in August already, but everything has been pushed back. So hopefully in September I will be able to tell you more about it and show you my products. How did you learn Blender? So Blender is a program for 3D modeling, and I totally just learned this on YouTube. There are so many tutorials and I probably watched all of them. The program is free, so Blender is really amazing, I think, also for getting into it. And it's so much fun, but it takes so much time. So if I do have like my weeks in which I am a lot on Blender or like in my design world and I don't go out and I'm just in front of my computer in this Blender hole, and I love it. I really love like working in silence on my computer, but it's a lot. But I mean, you can totally do it just with YouTube, I would say. How long do you think you will live in Paris? At the moment, I couldn't imagine myself to live anywhere else. The city is amazing. It's really demanding, but also really fun. I feel like I am like the best version of myself when I'm in Paris because I'm so like focused and I really love the city so much. But in the future I also could imagine living, like my dream was always to live in New York one day. I think also London could be cool. But at the moment I'm really glad to live in Paris, and I hope to be able to hold it for much longer. How do you get ideas for your Instagram photos or content? Do you have set style schedule? I do not have a set style schedule. I really try to get better at planning, especially with having several social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok and Instagram. I needed to get better at planning my content, but I still like to be impulsive. I feel like that's why I do social media, so I can do what I love and I don't want to have it too set. And how do I get ideas? I think in general, like for inspiration, Pinterest is great, magazines are great. I love magazines, and I think also Tumblr is amazing. I'm still a Tumblr girl. I do find inspiration for content on YouTube and TikTok as well. Also like on the streets you can get so inspired. For example, there's this one fit I wore which is like a lace dress underneath like a large print t-shirt, and that was inspired by a girl I saw on the streets in Paris. So I adapted what I liked about her fit, and What's your favorite food? I love Japanese. I really love Japanese food and Thai. Any rules you follow for enhancing basic outfits? In general, just always try different things. I really try and fail a lot. What's your favorite piece in your closet at the moment? So I have one forever favorite, don't tell the others, which is a blue-white Dries Van Noten scarf. It was a gift from Philemon. But in terms of newer items, right now I'm really obsessed with the Isabelle Marant sneakers. That's like the one big shoe for fall, winter. I'm going to wear it all the time. It's my favorite, most exciting, like trendy piece at the moment. What's your favorite holiday destination? Sardinia. It's always been Sardinia. But I would also love to visit some new places. My forever dream destination #1 is Japan. I would love to see Tokyo next year. And I would love to go to New York soon. Yeah, voila. What are your favorite makeup products? So I'm Byredo, I think, biggest fangirl. I do love their palettes so much. I think the colors are great. So definitely Byredo. I'm a big fan of the Zyren palette. One of my favorite makeup artists, Issa Maya, just launched her first beauty line, beauty products, and she has an amazing eyeshadow palette. I do love like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. What else? Oh my god, one of the best makeup products for me is the Dior Lip Maximizer. I'm just addicted to it. So I think that's it. There are still some questions, but I think I answered them already in my first Q&A. So if you want to check it out, I will link it. And thank you so much for watching and for being this patient with me. I promise to be back with the Paris vlogs very soon. And take care.